So I'm not going to make this long because I don't want to, but in short, my mom sent me this video and I've been seeing these little, title screenshots of people that have a whole lot to say about this movie, K-Pop Demon Hunters. And it's really not about K-Pop Demon Hunters per se, but this whole thing, because this lady in this video that I watched on K-Pop Demon Hunters, she mentions DEI and all of this stuff about being woke and everything. And I'm just tired of this Christianity, especially in America, that makes everything political or makes everything about right and wrong, okay? And what I want to get down to the bottom of saying is that one of the things that I really don't appreciate, I would say personally, about being brought up Christian is the fact that we make everything about good and evil, right? But making everything about good and evil, a lot of times we don't even really tell the whole truth. We don't even really tell the whole truth that this is a sinful world and that everybody is full of sin and everybody goes through things and everybody deals with things that are attached to the bloodline or whatever the case may be. Christians raise their families in a bubble to where everything's got to be clean. This is why people, love squeaky clean Christian music on the Joy FM or whatever, and why they don't like people listening to Christian rap, and why people have a problem with Christian rap and with other genres of music, because it's got to be black or white for y'all, and y'all can't tell the whole truth. You don't like to put somebody on a radio station that's been through drug addiction or a suicide watch or depression. Y'all don't like real stories being told. Y'all like this squeaky clean, doable gospel to where you're just good enough for God to save you because you haven't gone through a lot. And I'm just sick and tired of that. Like, stop tripping and making a big deal over a freaking movie called K-Pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, there's a song in there called Idol. And it's really a good song, because if you really listen to it, this is exactly the way the demonic works. It's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me, and it's really frustrating to me that this Americanized version of Christianity doesn't want their kids exposed to certain things. And it's very concerning, because why are you concerned about people telling the whole truth about life? This is why you have people that grow up in Christian homes, and when they graduate from high school and go off to college, or nowadays before, they go buck wild, because you try to manage people's morality. And that's not what Christianity is. And I'm just sick and tired of Christianity, especially in the West, especially in America, that's works-based. Our own president said that he's hoping to get into heaven by creating peace deals in the Middle East. Salvation has nothing to do with your work and everything to do with Jesus' work. And if we actually truly believe that, then we would be more accepting of things like a K-Pop Demon Hunters or other things like Christian rap and all of this other stuff that's not so cookie cutter when it talks about morality. I'm sick and tired of this Christianity that ultimately is not Christianity at all. It's really self-righteousness. Nobody wants to hear the ugly of anything. Nobody wants to hear the whole truth of anything. Nobody wants to love past what they're acceptable loving, which is why people have no endurance when it comes to marriage, when it comes to family, when it comes to anything. You have no endurance because you expect everything to be easy and for demons to be nice, and they're not. And life isn't the way that you want it to be. Jesus Christ died on a cross for our sins, naked, beat, whipped, and all of that other stuff. And we act like Jesus came here and just died a peaceful death and resurrected from the grave so that we can have new life. No, that was your sin that put him on the cross. He told the whole truth about us, and it was something that was grimy. And then he rose again from the dead. But I'm just sick of this squeaky clean, censored Christianity. That's not even Christianity at all. And this is why the generation today has no enduring marriages. This is why the generation of today can't endure in church. This is why the generation today that are raised Christians are oddballs in society. Because the generation of Christians that came before us didn't tell the whole truth. And all I'm saying, like Will Smith said in Concussion, is tell the truth. Tell the whole truth, man. Because if you ain't telling the whole truth, then you ain't telling the whole gospel. And for me, that's really concerning for people who call themselves Christians. Get this political talk out of your head, this woke, this DEI, all of this crap. Like, bro, nah, tell the truth. Because if you ain't telling the whole truth, you ain't telling the whole gospel. And I question your salvation.